I know it has not been an easy journey, but do not give up. You are doing amazing. You are so inspiring.
Yeah.
Welcome to my third episode of Loving Me. So last week I ended up not shooting and like not posting the third episode like I was supposed to because wow, like mentally and emotionally I feel like the series was just like really getting to me, like speaking about everything. I feel like was also just awakening like a lot of emotions, a lot of things, and I just thought that I should take a bit of a break. I actually wanted to like take a longer break, but I was like, the longer I take off, or the longer I procrastinate on shooting the third episode and releasing it, the harder it will to get back onto recording and posting. And I just really wanted to keep to my word and just not give up, as hard as it is doing this, being on this journey of just shooting and just, you know, talking about everything. It really is really difficult, like emotionally, but I just wanted to just finish what I started and just finish strong. So this is my third episode. This episode is not really gonna be too long because I just want to also just touch on just how everything played out and how I continue to basically deal with my, I don't really want to say my, because that's me claiming it, and you know, like I really believe in the power of the tongue and the body dysmorphia that I went through, because I'm putting it in past tense because I really am in this journey of leaving it all behind and just loving me. So yeah guys, I just really just continued to you know, struggle with the body dysmorphia, and through the years, and I would always just get so triggered when someone would make a comment about my body, because you know, I'm already dealing with or I was already dealing with body dysmorphia and just not loving and liking how I already look. So when people would make comments like, "Oh, sumgaga," or "Yo, ay uyafuteka," you know, like, or like compare me and my sister, because you know, she's like a smaller frame, like it would really get to me, you know. And also it really made me become a really moody person. But the another thing that was me looking back, rather, I realized that I was such a moody person and angry person because of the body dysmorphia. But I always thought that I was moody and just going through that phase because everything really started happening in my teenage years. So I just thought, it's just, you know, teenage stuff. By teenager is stage, you understand. So yeah guys, I just was a really moody person. I was not great company. Like I was always angry, like I was just not happy. And looking back, I actually feel like I was kind of sort of depressed because of like things that I used to do, like, you know, sometimes just not wanting to get out of bed, but I had to because of school, because of, like, you know, life needs to carry on, and also me not wanting to speak out, or rather with me not having told anyone, you know, I had to still deal with everything on my own, you know. So yeah, it really it was a lot. Another thing, like I really hated eating in front of people, like even now, but I feel like I definitely have gotten better, so much better. Like I hated having to eat in front of people, like because I always felt like they judging me, but you're continuing to eat, you know, like that was in my head, you know. That's what like basically I was projecting what I felt onto other people and thinking that's what they think, or yeah, that's basically what they think of me when they see me eat. So I hated eating in front of people. Like I hated it so much. Like it made me feel so awkward. Like I hated it. Another thing, like I'd always go into like I'd always get into like these diets that I'd see on the internet that are like, yeah, do this for 7 days and you'll see a weight loss or a change, like really extreme things that are so unhealthy. Like looking back, like they are so unhealthy. Like, you know, I would get into, or rather try doing quick fix diets, you know, just to help me lose the weight quicker. And then if I feel like, oh my goodness, it's taking so long, why am I not seeing any results, why is this not happening, why this, why that, I would stop and then go back into eating like how I would normally eat. And the crazy thing is that food also ended up becoming making me like I'd comfort eat. But then also in the same breath, me comfort eating would make me feel bad for eating. Like I used to hate the fact that, oh my goodness, dude, uyayibona ukuthi you're not happy with how you look, but you're continuing to eat. Like I would punish myself mentally and would speak down to myself like in my head for eating, you know. Like it was really, really bad, you know. Like it was just so bad. Like I would just, you know, just, sorry guys. So yeah, like I would like punish myself and speak down to myself. I don't really want to repeat the things that I would say because I think they're just horrible, you know. But like I would speak down to myself and be like, why do you think you deserve to eat that right now? Why do you think you deserved to eat that meal when you already are looking a mess? Do you get what I'm saying? Like it was just that toxic situation happening in my head, you know. Also another thing is that like I would always just have food guilt, you know, like I had mentioned. Like I'd feel so bad. Like I've never really had a good relationship with food, you know. Like I never really had a good relationship with food. And yeah, like it was just really so bad, man. Like it was horrible. Like I don't even want that for my worst enemy. Another thing that I struggled with a lot is I struggled with social anxiety. Like anxiety, I just struggled a lot with anxiety, especially like socially. Okay, let me try and get you guys into my head back then what would go on if I were to be in a social setting. So I'd be out and I'd always think like, oh my goodness, people probably think I look a mess. Like, why don't you lose weight? Why do you look like that? Like that is what would go on in my head, you know. So socially I really struggled. I've gotten so much better with that, but the next episode I'll definitely speak about the progress that I've made, so I don't want to touch too much on that. But socially, like, guys, I would literally be feeling my heart beat when I have to like go to like a social, when I have to go to like a social event, like I know that, you know, like I need to socialize, I'm gonna be out, like I would have the worst social anxiety. Like, it was bad, accompanied with the fact that I'm already shy. I'm already like a homebody. Like, I've always, like, growing up, like I've always had like or rather been like a homebody. If I'd go out, usually, like, I would go out with friends, but I'd like go out mostly like with my sister, you know, because she'd like also like really force me. Well, not like in a bad way, but like, force is the bad word. It makes it sound very negative and very aggressive. She would encourage me, you know, to like, let's go out, dude, like let's do this, let's do that, because I'd, you know, I hung out with my sister mostly. I even do still now, with my brother as well, you know. Like, I just struggled with social anxiety nje. Like, I even remember when my anxiety got really bad, like I'd go to bed like just before I'd sleep. Like, I don't know, like, guys, anxiety is just so hard to explain. Like, it's not like I would like uyayibiza anxiety vele yenzeke nje. So like before I'd sleep, like I'd just start having like a panic attack, you know, because also like I'm just an overthinker. Maybe like I went out that day and like now it's nighttime and now I'm overthinking, oh my goodness, I'm so socially awkward. Like, how did that go? How do they view me? How do they see me? What do they think of me? I'd get into panic attacks. Like, and then again, I would not speak out and tell anyone about it and have to deal with it on my own. But yeah, that was also a really hard time. Another thing that I really struggled with, and I still do struggle with it, is like, I love clothes, like fashion. That is my thing. Follow me on Instagram if you already don't. I post a lot of like fashion content and but like, I love fashion clothes. So another thing that I really struggled with, and still kind of sort of do, but it has gotten much better, is like when I have to like fit clothes, like, you know, at like a shop, because then there I am, it's me, myself, and I, and the mirror, and I need to, it's kind of like you're forced to look at yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you're forced to look at yourself. At home, I can get away with it. You know, it's just a quick glance before you leave to, you know, see or to look and see if you like look decent, good, and then it's at the door. In the fitting room, it's you and the mirror, you know, and it's like, I don't know, for me it's like a reality check. It always just feels like a reality check, you know, because I'm not really someone that like stands in the mirror, and I try my best to like avoid the mirror, like especially when I have to look at like my whole body. So like fitting rooms are, I don't know if I can like call it like a phobia. I don't think it's, I don't know, but I really used to struggle and kind of still do struggle with that, like just having to look at myself, because I end up like over analyzing myself. Then I start nitpicking, you still need to work on that, you still need to work on that, like that looks weird, like, and then I start judging myself, and like it's a whole situation. So yeah, that's definitely something I also like really struggled with, and still do to this day. You know, body dysmorphia is like it's a really terrible thing to like go through, because more than anything, it really just takes a knock on your self-esteem and your self-confidence, in terms of like how you look at yourself, how you view yourself, how you think other people view you, you know, like it's just overall just very, very, very toxic. Like it's actually very toxic. It ends up making you a really angry person because you maybe not, because I'm trying to find the words, not that like, maybe not that like you hate yourself, but you just really don't like yourself, you know. So if you don't like yourself or love yourself, it's so difficult to speak positive about yourself, you know. So it's a lot to deal with. I'm so glad that I finally started the journey. I actually have started the journey even before I started the series, and the next episode I'll be speaking about my progress, because I think that's also really important, so that you guys can also see and hear the progress that I have made, because I think that's also the whole point of the series, you know, to see the growth, to hear the growth, and for me to also actually be on the journey of loving me and not just speaking about it, because I think that's also very, very important. But that is where I'm going to end the video today. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support, for your kind words. I appreciate it so much. Please do share this video with anyone you think might get help or would like to hear, you know, things that I'm speaking about. Yeah, because that's also like the whole point that, you know, I'm doing this. I'd really like to, even if it's just one person, if I'm just able to like help one person and just make an awareness, I would have done my job. And I feel like this thing will have just been so worth it, because it's really, it hasn't been easy, but yeah, one step at a time. I appreciate your support, I appreciate your love, and yeah, until next time, it is all love from me to you. Bye.